What's going on, everybody? This your main man, Caseyville King Self for Life Wrestling Takes. Listen, I told y'all I was supposed to do a review, but man, listen, my body was tired. I want to come on here and I want to give you a thorough, honest review without falling asleep or anything like that. But, ladies and gentlemen, I've noticed that there is a huge sector of the black part of the IWC that is not happy for this dude right here. And there's a host of them. A lot of them is bed wenches, a lot of them is coons, and a lot of them is quote unquote holding things against this man, talking about he hate black women and all this crazy crap. And I'm sitting up and saying, well, y'all is all on board with us cooning in the E. But this dude makes one mistake and everybody G-checks him for it, and he realized he made a terrible mistake. But y'all holding this against him and y'all claiming that he don't like black women, yet he has black kids. And like I said, the whole thing that was dumb. Everybody G-checked him. Every single one of us. Let me tell y'all something about cats. Was what we call ourselves. We call ourselves FBA. For those who are not understanding what FBA stands for, it means Foundational Black America. That's who we are. And we check our own. When our own start buck dancing, we check them and call them out on their buck dancing and they cooning. We called Swerve out on his foolishness. That was towards the end of last year. Ever since then, he's been on the run to basically become the guy in AEW. He has successfully done so. Now it's about the presentation moving forward. But I've noticed that there's a huge sector. I saw so many people online talk about it's great and all he won, but the fact that I'm a black woman and I'm ugly, I can't root for him and all this crazy crap. I'm like, what in the world how the heck do we allow the feminist side of white supremacy to creep in to basically divide black black men and black women over some of the most dumbest stuff like this? Like, yet everybody is shucking and jiving over for all the crap that we over here doing in the E-lane, and not even peeping the game of what Triple H is really doing with Jade, Naomi, and Bianca. Y'all don't understand that he's trying to turn them into the female version of the New Day, because Big E can't wrestle no more because of his neck situation. And as you seen tonight on Monday Night Raw, Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods came out there cooning, talking about Gunther and Imperium, and guess what? Shucking and jiving got him the victory. This for a lot of people is it's such a double standard. It's like you cool with the cooning over in WWE land, yet here you are quote unquote calling yourself gatekeeping and calling yourself quote unquote trying to call somebody else out for they buck dancing and all this stuff. Like I said, we got to keep it mutual. We have to keep it 100%. We're not finna sit up here and call one person out for the buck dancing, yet we're going to tolerate the buck dancing over here because we love to eat. That's what I say. There's too many bed wenches and coons in the IWC that are cool with the shucking and jiving that goes on in WWE land. I tell y'all every day, if I see shucking and jiving going on in AEW land, I'll call the bull jive out. If I see shucking and jiving going on in WWE land or wherever, I call the bull jive out. But for some strange reason, y'all give all the cooning and buck dancing over in WWE land a pass because it's WWE. Yet over here, this brother just became the first, and here y'all is with a problem. Y'all was one of the main ones that was constantly saying, when is Tony Khan gonna pull the trigger? When is he gonna do it? When is he gonna do it? He does it, and you got a problem with it. It's because you guys don't want AEW to be around. You guys are focusing in love with all the foolishness that WWE is trying to present right now. And not just right now, but over the years. I told you, Kofi Kingston getting what he got back in 5 years ago was he spent 11 years shucking and jiving. Y'all don't want to talk about that. Throwing pancakes around, shaking his booty, all of this buck dancing crap. That's why he got rewarded. Swerve, I seen this one girl, she said that it's cool and all, he got it done, but the fact that he left and he was bitter and all this crap, and I'm like, bitter? The man got fired. He got released. What is he supposed to do? Sit at home and cry for his job back in WWE so he can be a mid-carder in WWE land? Shawn Michaels was the guy that was pushing for him to be the guy, and Triple H kept turning him down. I can guarantee you, Swerve was telling him, I don't want to buck dance. I know you want me to shuck and jive like everybody else, but let me just do what I'm doing and let me get this too. Michaels was trying to tell the guy, Triple H, he has a certain way that he likes to see us, and it's cooning. Just look at R-Truth. Look at the New Day in them. Look at the Street Profits. Unfortunately, look at Bobby Lashley now. Buck dancing is the way you get over in WWE land, and all of these coons and bed wenches, y'all love that crap. All I seen, and then I'm not even gonna talk about the white supremacists that was bull jiving, because I seen them say some racial crap about Swerve and all this. I'm not even paying attention to them. I'm talking about the doggone folk who represent the black caucus in the quote unquote IWC or whatever. The black part of the IWC, the ones who quote unquote gatekeep, the gatekeepers of the IWC. I'm not calling nobody's names out because they know who they are. I see their tweets all the time, and here they are buck them. Matter of fact, they going hard in the paint for quote unquote Becky right now. Matter of fact, Becky was quote unquote supposed to be gone, but now she's back, and now she's the champion again. I seen they hit hashtag Becky Hogan. I'm like, you know what it is on that, man. But I noticed, I see the buck dancing, I see the bed witch. Y'all holding this against him. I'm like, Sunday night was to celebrate, and then not just that, we got in my honest opinion, we got the match of the century. Bryan Danielson and Will Osprey, they over-deliver. Man. I'm telling you. But like I said, I see it. And I was like, I knew it. I was like, okay, he win. But I'm looking at the timeline. And I'm like, okay, so it only seems to be the ones that's quote unquote the hardcore AEW fans, the ones who've been rolling with Swerve ever since Wrestle Kingdom, if I'm not mistaken. No, Wrestle Dream. Wrestle Dream when him and Hangman went at it. That was the rise of Swerve becoming the guy right there. I noticed, like I said, a whole bunch of them that's hardcore heads. That's, you know, they enjoy the cooning. Like I said, that's how like I said, for some strange reason, Triple H and them brainwashed them that buck dancing is the way to go in WWE land, and that's how. And they accept it. They have accepted it. But over here, no, because the man became the guy. You got a problem, like I said. A whole bunch of us G-checked him. Why you think he pulled the crap? Swerve know he was wrong for that bull jive. Every single one of us know he was wrong for that. But y'all is holding that against him and all this. And there was somebody else that said something, and I'm like, y'all just sounding like a bunch of bed wenches. That's exactly what it is. Bed wenching and cooning. Because he ain't in the E. Cooning like the New Day and them. Cooning like R-Truth. That's basically what you would have been cool with. You would have been cool with Hit Row going absolutely nowhere. The dude took a chance on himself. This is his first major championship, if I'm not mistaken. Yet y'all on here buck dancing and bed wenching and all this crazy crap. I'm like, I knew it. I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna see how things work. And sure enough, I seen the tweets. I saw the stuff. I said, oh, here we go. Cass is holding that doggone track against them. They holding it. Then they holding some other bull jive. I'm like, I say, Cass G-checked this. We G-checked it for that crap. Every single one of us G-checked it for that stuff. Like I said, FBA folk, we take care of ours. If we catch a fellow FBA person buck dancing, we gonna G-check and put them aside. Like, hey, slow your roll. Cut the buck dancing out. You know you out of line with this crap. You feel me? You out of line. But like I said, man, I see it. I saw it. I'm like, man, I said, here we go. Like I said, now we got, like I said, we got 4 months of him as the champion. Because I'm telling you right now, I personally believe he gonna lose that thing at doggone All In. But guarantee you this, watch. When he loses it at All In, Cass gonna say, well, how come he didn't hold it longer? I said, first of all, y'all didn't even want him to win in the first place. See, technically, y'all was cool with him losing. Now that he wins it, you got a problem with it. So when he potentially loses it at All In, because I personally believe he's gonna lose it at All In. Y'all gonna say, how come he didn't hold it longer? Tony Khan is that he let everybody else hold it for over him. I'm like this. We got it. He won it. I want Tony Khan to give this man a decent, solid run where I care about it, where you enjoy everything he does until we get to freaking All In. Cause I'm already penciling him in losing. I'm already like I'm like I got a solid 4-month run. That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking for. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, I was supposed to come on here. I told y'all I was gonna do an honest, thorough review. I'm just gonna cut it to short and simple. I thought AEWDynasty was a solid pay-per-view. Matter of fact, I'm giving it the same exact grade I gave WrestleMania. So, 7? What did I say? 7 out of 10. Even with the match of the century and us getting history made, 7, 8. If you give it an 8, if you give it a 7, to me it's about the same. 7 point. It's in that same 8 grade range, you know. Willow getting the job done. Obviously, she's a transitional champion. Adam Copeland and them losing to House of Black. Thunder Rosa and Tony did great. Good to see Adam Cole on his feet. Bullet Club Gold are your undisputed trios champs. Right call. Excuse me. Pac losing to Okada. Like I said, everybody knew that was gonna happen. You know. Oh, and Jericho, everybody telling that man he needs to retire. Listen, it's time. It's definitely time for that man to go. I'm sorry. I mean, if he ain't just being a coach in the back of something, the man is overstayed his welcome. He's genuinely overstayed his welcome, man. I'm like, you know, it is what it is, man. Like I said, it's always something with the IWC. Like I said, I told people be talking about the tribalism all the time. Man, look, the tribalism just is deep. The tribalism is not just tribalism. It's on racial terms. It's in-house because you got cats that favor you, hating on. I mean, it's messed up. It is genuinely messed up, man. Like I said, I knew it. The silence and then cats online acting a fool, clowning, cutting up. I said, I see the handwriting on. I see it. I said, I'm like, man. I said, wow. I said, y'all is bed witching and cooning. Y'all behinds off. Y'all tweets tell me everything I need to know. This man was still over in the E-land, shucking and jiving or whatever, because that's what y'all like. This what I say. I find it's funny. Y'all is all on him for putting that coon record out. Yet the shucking and jiving crap that goes on in the E-land, y'all don't bat an eye about. Y'all are extremely excited. And I'm like, I said, man, it just shows me the priorities of cats and where their mindset is at. That's why I said the IWC is a joke. It is a joke through and through. That's why somebody got to come on here and give us some freaking straightening. You're not going to hear this on a lot of people's podcasts because cats is one way or the other. It's too much cooning in the IWC. We already know how the white supremacists and all them move. Too much bed wenching and too much cooning in the IWC. It's too much. It's too much, ladies and gentlemen. And like I said, I know some of y'all gonna be mad at me at how the language I'm using, but somebody gotta say it. Somebody gotta tell the boldface truth. Somebody gotta tell the boldface truth. The brother got the job done. He got it done. Let's sit back and let's watch Tony Khan do work with this run. That's all. Like I said, if Triple H, listen, hear my words now. If Triple H could figure out a way to get me to give a crap about Montez potentially becoming the guy, I don't want to see Montez bucking his eyes one bit. Montez be bucking his eyes so much it don't even make no sense. The same goes for the ladies. I love Naomi, I love Jade, I love Bianca. But the fact that the way how he threw all them together, And how they run around here, I'm gonna say, man, they are turning into the female New Day before our very eyes, and y'all is not seeing it. No, they not throwing pancakes up or whatever. But I'm like, I see the hand right. I see it. I know how H moves. This is why y'all clowns don't get it. Y'all cool. Y'all so cool with him and everything. But the man constantly does this stuff right in front of y'all face, and y'all don't see it. Until further notice, I gotta call the foolishness out. Somebody got to tell the truth. Somebody got to be honest, open and honest and real. Because that's what we do over here at KCFL, King Self Life Wrestling Takes. We keep it 100% real. We don't sugarcoat nothing. We don't bull jive. We don't get to shucking and jiving, because I know that's what a lot of y'all like. We don't do that. The IWC has too much of that going on. It's too much. Wait, I see it. I'm like, dang. I said, man. I was like, wow. I said, this bed witching and cooning needs to be studied. It needs to be studied. It's deep. It's deep, ladies and gentlemen. I'm like y'all fools is something else. Brother got the job done. I thought black excellence, that's what y'all was pushing. I thought black excellence was everywhere in wrestling, regardless of the company. Everybody was super excited about Bianca, Jade, and Naomi getting together, and everybody, oh, black excellence and black excellence, and oh, that's great. Swerve does it, and he gets the job done. He gets the biggest accolade he's ever done in his career, and now you got a problem with it because you stuck on the doggone record he put out that he pulled, by the way, because he knew it was foolishness. Then you wanted to go after him because of some video or something about him going after they was putting down black wrestlers or whatever, and he was. I'm like, then people say talk about it's only black when it's only convenient when you want to be. I'm like, then they was making fun of him about his Black Panther costume he had on. Talk about this when you rent Black Panther from Temu. I'm like, I said, see, man, I'm like, wow. I said, it's deep. It is deep, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling y'all right now. I see it. It's deep. It's so freaking deep. And these clowns in the IWC, gotta call it out. We gotta call the shucking and jiving out. Y'all sit up here shucking and jiving your behinds off, and you think you calling him out on his buck dancing or whatever. It's silly, man. It's very silly. Like I said, brother got the job done. I'm happy. Like I said, it's time. TK, give me a solid 4 months. Give me a solid 4 months. Make me care about this run. Because I tell you all the time, representation matters, yes. But it always comes down to the freaking presentation. The freaking presentation is the key to why you care about somebody's title reign. That's it. That's it, man. You know, like I said, I was supposed to come on here, give you an honest review, celebration time. I was supposed to do Swerve when I drive, all that stuff, right? I can't do it because the feminism and the overall bed wenching and cooning that the IWC continues to spew, and the tribalism that they continue to spew, I don't get it. I mean, at the end of the day, we all pro wrestling fans, right? Yes, y'all might be fans. Y'all might be more fans of the E than I am. Yet, when it comes to us actually celebrating us winning, you would think everybody would be on board. Nope. Regardless of promotion. Cats get the shucking and jiving. Cats start doing all this other crap and all this foolishness and talking all this nonsense. I'm like, where this come from? I'm like, I mean, y'all hate this man that much? Boy, I wish I could have a sit down with Swerve and ask him about all the stuff. Oh, I would love to talk to him about everything, and and I know he the man himself regretted it because he knew it was stupid. Cause see, I didn't see I saw the clip, but I didn't hear, because it was on mute. And then when I heard everything, I said, I know Swerve. I know Swerve no better than that. Come on, man, no. This is a coon move. This is cooning. What he said on that track was straight buck dancing. I'm not stupid. So I say, can't nobody come on here and call me a buck dancer, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. I'll talk to y'all cats later. Y'all know what to do. Hit the comment section up. Tell me how you feel about everything. Are you happy that this brother got the job done? If not, let me know how you feel. Oh, yeah, and shout out to my main man, King Mike. I'm keeping you in prayers, brother. I saw your situation and what you got going on. I'll talk to y'all cats later. Holla at your boy.